Well, how do you feel about endings? Do you like it when things come to an end, or do you not like it when things end? Are you sad when things are done? When the dance recital is over? The last swim meet or ringette game is finished? This morning when I was coming into the church, I saw these yellow tulips beside the building. And I noticed them because I've noticed them all the way along. They appeared as a really colorful, cheerful thing when everything was still snowy. But this morning, the petals are dropping off. It's time for the tulips to be done. Does that make you sad? I found out yesterday, I think, that my very favorite bakery in Winnipeg is closing. I liked everything they made, and I won't be able to get that stuff anymore. It's hard to keep a restaurant or a bakery in business. Things are ending. Today I want to think a little bit with you about endings. And I found a poem that I thought, I was thinking about that bakery closing, and I thought, this poem describes maybe how those bakery owners felt when they had to make that decision. It's called Worst Day Ever by Channy Gorkin. Here's how it goes. Today was the absolute worst day ever. And don't try to convince me that there is something good in every day, because when you take a closer look, the world is a pretty evil place, even if some goodness does shine through once in a while. Satisfaction and happiness don't last. And it's not true that it's all in the mind and heart, because true happiness can be attained only if one's surroundings are good. It's not true that good exists. I'm sure you can agree the reality creates my attitude. It's all beyond my control. And you'll never in a million years hear me say, today was a very good day. The end. Wow, she was not in a good mood that day, was she? That's okay. I think sometimes when things end, we can feel pretty sad and pretty grumpy. But when I was thinking about today, I was remembering that every end is also the beginning of something. Like when school ends, summer starts. After the last game, you can start a new activity. If you have to say goodbye to a friend, that means you have room in your life to say hello to a new one. When those tulips disappear, they'll make space for something else to grow. So I thought I'd go back to my poem. What if we treated the end of the poem like it was the beginning? What if I started at the end and read it backwards? What do you think that would sound like? What if the end was the start? Let me try. Here goes. Today was a very good day. And you'll never in a million years hear me say it's all beyond my control. My attitude creates the reality. I'm sure you can agree that it's not true that good exists only if one's surroundings are good. True happiness can be attained because it's all in the mind and heart. And it's not true that satisfaction and happiness don't last. Some goodness does shine through once in a while, even if the world is a pretty evil place. Because when you take a closer look, there's something good in every day. And don't try to convince me that today was the absolute worst day ever. The beginning. Well, what do you think of that? Endings can be beginnings, can't they? Thinking about those bakery owners, even though they're probably pretty sad, now they can do some different things, like maybe sleep in the mornings. Bakery owners never get to do that. In today's Bible story, Jesus' friends have to say goodbye to him. And then they have to figure out what their new beginning will be. And it's hard. It's hard for them to see this ending as a beginning. So we're going to think a little bit about that too for ourselves.